All right, Jack. So how'd you do in the tournament today?
I did pretty bad.
What was your score?
1-4.
1-4. All right. What were you playing today?
RDA.
Were there any major mistakes with RDA you felt like you had today?
I felt like how I played wasn't really that bad. It's just that everything else is so overclocked.
That is a problem that a lot of people see in this meta.
I will stand on this hill till the day I die. Yubel should not have become its own archetype.
Oh, okay. No, you Bell hater. All right.
It's way too freaking cracked.
What do you think about Fiendsmith?
No experience yet.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, fair enough.
I'm a semi-pure player, so.
So semi-pure. What do you mean by that?
If I can, I'll try and stick to the archetype if possible. But if it needs a couple some generic monsters and spells to actually function, then I'm sure. Sure, that works.
Okay, cool. So let's get into your profile.
All right. So first 3 Soul Resonators, easy. All right. Next is 3 Crimson, which again also is pretty important, especially for synchro climbing and getting to Supernova.
Okay, so Soul Resonator 1-card combo is the Crimson Resonator 1-card combo?
Yeah, the Crimson is more of a starter, and in case things end up going south.
Okay.
If someone negates Red Rising, I still got, and I have this on the field beforehand. It just works out. All right, next is 2 Vision Resonator. Search out spell and traps. It's just good. 2 Synchrons, great extender, and shuffles back to Resonators.
So that gives you some more follow-up then?
Yeah.
They're back in your deck?
Yeah, pretty much. Especially if you synchro Scar Red, you're gonna need it. Unless you want to get board wiped on the first turn by your own card. And 2 Red Resonator, which, being completely honest, I just have that so I don't have to use both visions off Red Rising. And of course, here's 3 Battle Fader.
Oh, okay.
Blessing and Curse, because it's the deck's only hand trap. Which means your opponent can just go off.
Yeah, but that's good for the meta right now, for more or less.
Yeah. All right. And 3 Wandering King, another thing you want to get into if you can. Banish effect comes in clutch more often than you think, and being able to add a fiend to your hand, especially when you're just seemed like you're running out and you can't draw. And 3 Bone Archfiend. If you have Soul out and you already have red, and you already have a normal trap in your hand, then this is the one you're going for. Especially when milling Oovaloop and other tuners that you need in the grave. 3 copies of Acetator Dawnwalker and Fire Ant Acetator. I have played Soupe. I don't get why they all keep saying to play Soupe. It's just inferior. I'd rather get stuck hand traps. I'd rather get stuck on RDA on Scar Red than Red Rising. At least there you have some interaction with traps.
Fair enough.
And for 1s, we got Obsessive Oovaloop, Banishment Refill, and Fire Lotus King, Red Lotus King, Flame Crime. Basically, I pretty much just added it. If I see an opportunity, I'm gonna synchro off with him just to mill. That's all the monsters. My spells. 3 copies of Crimson Gaia for obvious reasons. Major Searcher, Major Extender, and if you're playing,
card's busted.
And if they play, it's really not.
Crimson Gaia is a great card.
For only Red Dragon Archfiend.
Yeah.
3 Resonator Call. You're gonna need your Resonators.
Yeah.
Just
Resonator Call, is that a once per turn or no?
No.
Yeah, perfect, yeah.
Yep. Resonator Command. I have had way too many duels where I've gotten tuner locked and just could not summon anything.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you need 3 if you're playing like this. 3 Darkhold by suggestion.
Yeah, especially if you're going second, that's really good.
Yeah, it just seemed right at the time.
Yeah.
And one-offs, we got one Snatch Steal, which I think you suggested.
Snatch Steal's good.
Yeah. And Absolute Power Force. Searchable, and is a good game closer if you have the opportunity.
Is that the one that gains attack or gives like another attack?
Gains attack, inflicts piercing, double battle damage, and your opponent cannot respond.
Ooh, okay.
Alright. Spells. And we have Red Rain. This was the trap I was referring to. Supernova plus Red Rain is pretty insane because you can banish your opponent's material as well as just making sure your big boss isn't going anywhere anytime soon.
Okay.
2 Terrors of the Overroot. I keep this. It is way more it is one of the most valuable traps in the deck, honestly. One of my best moments with it was snuffing out someone's Calamity Lock by overrooting Crimson Dragon.
Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, hitting Crimson Dragon's always a good spot.
Yes, it was satisfying. They still won, but it was satisfying. And of course, 2 Red Zone. I don't know why deck profiles keep saying they only use 1. I've played way too many matches. You always need an extra of 1. If you have a valuable card, you need 2. No questions asked. Unless you can reshuffle it, which oftentimes is a no. 2 Fiendish Golem and Fiendish Chain. You just can't skip it. And now for extra deck, we have Red Rising. Leads into either 2 board states if uninterrupted. Supernova with occasionally you can get Red Dragon Archfiend in there, and or Abyss, Bane, and RDA as well.
Okay.
And of course, 2 RDA, 2 Red Dragon Archfiend. Can't
need them.
Can't really. Yeah, you'd need them.
Yeah.
2 Scar Red. It's not that easy for some people to get past him, unless you're Flunderies and just banish everything. Starlight for burn damage wins, which actually come up on my win last when I burned them for 1,000 right before it ended.
Yeah, the state of the game I feel like is getting into a point where either if you can gain a bunch of life or burn towards the end, it's going to be really helpful.
Yeah, pretty much. And of course, 2 Abyss, a free on-field Omni Negate is always welcome.
Yeah.
Bestial Dispatter. I know I said I like sticking to archetypes. This is one of the exceptions.
Okay. Dispatter's a great card.
Yeah. I need to be able to get my stuff out of the banish zone.
Yeah.
Especially when I'm playing Overloop. And 1 Bane. It's a nice extender as well as using the tribute effect to bring back Red Dragon Archfiend. 1 Red Tyrant Dragon Archfiend, which honestly I spent good money on this, but it hasn't really done much of anything. So yeah, valuable if you can get it out, but it's hard.
Yeah.
And of course, we have the main man, Red Supernova Dragon.
Yeah, main man.
Monster effect banish. I will say, for some reason, he is way too easy to get rid of for how powerful he is. 1 Regeki or Dark Hole, he's gone.
Yeah, true.
Oh wait, technically no, but like Nibiru.
There's definitely ways to get rid of him.
Yeah, Nibiru,
sure.
Nibiru, Geist Grinder, just negating him outright. And of course, Archfiend King Calamity. It's just if you want to be sure you're gonna close it out, you need this guy. I did order Crimson Dragon. He hasn't come yet, but even if I do use him, I swear I vow I will never be someone who Calamity locks. I do not want to be that guy. I don't want to be that desperate.
Okay.
No offense, if any.
No offense. Hey, I'm the Centurion player. No offense taken, brother.
Okay, as for side deck, it's mostly just some random cards most of which just feel on theme. 3 Nibiru for people who special summon a lot. And you can probably tell how I feel about that card.
Yeah.
And 1 Red Gardener. The only reason it's here is because it's literally the only non-tuner card that mentions Red Dragon Archfiend.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Which means it's the only one searchable, non-tuner, searchable off Gaia.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, this guy is actually a lot more valuable than you might think. And of course, Burning Soul, in case I want to be able to synchro occasionally. Honestly, I don't really touch it much. And Resonant Destruction. Honestly, I just kind of have it for the sake of being there. I haven't really done much with it. King Synchro, kind of for the same reasons. Kind of for the same reasons as Burning Soul. And Evenly Matched for if the need arises.
Okay.
And that's about all my deck.
Is there anything you consider changing?
I'm not. Maybe find a more competent. I am gonna change my deck profile because I've been on a losing streak. I need something. I need legitimate negates.
Like hand traps and interactions on the other person's turn?
Yes.
Yeah,
Battle
that makes
Fader
sense.
Battle Fader alone just doesn't cut it.
It doesn't do enough, yeah, on itself. Do you have any shout outs?
Shout out to Josh. Honestly, he was a big support when I was getting into this, especially with Crystal Beasts. So
Nice. Okay.
thank you.
Anything else you want to add?
Subscribe. Please like and subscribe.
Wow, what a homie. Yeah, no, thanks for doing this deck profile.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah,